Yo guys, what is happening? Welcome back to Global Games and welcome to another episode of the Minecraft Let's Build a City series. So today we're looking at how to build a small store in Minecraft. The store may look pretty basic but uses some pretty cool tips and tricks which I share throughout the video, so definitely stay tuned for those and let's just jump right into it. Let's jump into the build here. Just wanted to mention we're back in the little small town again, which is going to be super fun. I've been working on the mountain back here. It's kind of starting to shape a little bit better, but it still needs a ton of work and it just drives me nuts looking at it because I know I got to put in a ton of hours and whatnot to get that thing up to full height. That's only about maybe a fourth, a fifth of what it's actually going to be in terms of height. So I think it'll end up looking pretty cool when it's done. However, for right now, we're going to be working on a little store, of course. You already saw the title and everything, so I think we should jump right into it. This one's going to be a lot of fun, I think. We'll kind of see how it goes here. But basically what we're going to be doing is coming up, hold on. So I realized I had my speakers on there. Didn't want to have that all going on in the video. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks, and possibly 9 actually. Let's bring it right up to here. And we're going to be going out 3 blocks, actually 4 blocks off of that. So 5 in total. And then on this 4th block right here, we're going to be coming down again like so. It's going to be a pretty straightforward design. I've got all the blocks we need in my inventory, by the way. But yeah, I wanted to just be simple. As you can see, most of the houses in this little town have been keeping it pretty simple. Or shops, I should say. Sorry. I've been actually trying to decorate them like the blue bed sandwiches. I don't know what this is. I've been trying to name them all after Minecraft things. I put a little bar over here or restaurant, whatever you want to call it. I thought it turned out pretty cool. That's kind of what we're going for, though, here. This one's going to be like a little maybe gift shop or general store that you get when you come to this town, which I think might turn out pretty cool. So we'll actually go ahead here and build out 3 of these sections just like so. It's a pretty simple design on the front, but I'll show you. We're going to kind of add a couple basic things which you can add to any of your shops or any of your little buildings that maybe require a little bit of detail. This is pretty cool. We'll start off here with actually the same sort of pattern that we got going on over here. This is just very simple. You switch back and forth between your stairs and your slabs. You have to use this on an odd number of blocks, otherwise you'll end up, well, I mean, you could do it on an even number, but otherwise if you want it to be even, like this stair will end right here as long as I have an odd number of blocks. So we're going to go along and do that, but for right now, we're actually just going to start off by doing this section right here. I've left the middle open there because I want to put like a little store sign in, and in order to do that, we would actually have to boost this section up a little bit, which is where I'm going to start the next section of this, which is going to go along like so, and this would actually curve around and possibly follow this entire section back, because you might want to build this all up. I'll show you in a second. But that's kind of doing that, and you can kind of see how we get a little bit of a shape. Kind of looks like a castle a little bit, but we're going to kind of work on that here. I'll show you what I mean. But yeah, we want this to all be one big window because we want it to be generally a pretty large store. In fact, actually, no. We'll go ahead here and add a little bit of detail. We'll do something like this on either side of the windows. All right, I actually want to incorporate some chiseled quartz in there just for a little bit more detail. We'll see how this all turns out. But yeah, I want to add that on either side of that, and that's going to give us a little arched window, which I think will look pretty cool. And just by simply doing that, in fact, let's go to the bottom of the window. We'll actually add a little more polished diorite, just like so, kind of boosting the window up, giving it a little bit of a sill to sit on. And we'll actually use some, not blocks, but we use the, what's it called? The stained, what are they called? Panes. That's what I'm looking for. And we'll just simply go ahead here and fill all the panes in on either side. All right, it's looking interesting. We'll see if we can add this pane now on this side. And then we will start on maybe the side of the build. So the whole idea is to kind of make it look a little bit detailed. Now, some up close, some of the stuff up close is not going to look amazing, right? You got these little quartz things going on with the concrete and the diorite. Doesn't look awesome, but necessarily up close. But as you step away, it actually starts to really look cool as you get all those different details in the building. I quite like it like that. Next up, we're going to be doing this little area, though, and this is actually going to be a large 2x6 window up here. We're going to cut that off now with just some regular concrete blocks, and this is actually going to be the front entrance. It's 4 blocks tall, and we would pretend this is like a little sliding door, you know, one of those doors that slides open on either sides. It's glass. That's why I do it like this. I just think it looks best for that purpose. We'll come up with the diorite stairs like so, and then we'll come in on the concrete on the inside there, creating a little bit of a walkway up to the build. All right, let's talk about the inside. We've butted this building right up against this brick building, which is all right, but it does mean that we don't really have the opportunity to add any windows to that side. Not necessarily want windows on the side of your store anyway. For this, I'll show you a little trick as to how to build these walls up really quick. We're going to go and grab this corner right here. We're going to grab the fill on that. We're going to simply go up to the top floor of this building, which is right here. And we're going to go ahead and press the fill on this. And we're going to go ahead and do Minecraft white concrete. Like so. Now you might be thinking, what's the trick to that? That's not very quick. That's the same speed. Well, here's the trick. You go here, and we know that we just entered the second coordinates up on that corner. So what we're going to do is just keep those and replace the first coordinates with the new coordinates right here. And that's going to get us that wall. Now we're going to do the exact same for this. By the way, you can do this to any square. And we know the second coordinates are those ones right there. And we know the first coordinates are these ones right there. So we only want the first ones. We can delete the second ones. And we're just going to simply go ahead and add those ones right here. And now we got our full box done. In terms of this top part here, I'm going to actually go along here and extend this purple. What is this? Light blue. Sorry, not purple. I mean, it looks pretty purple. But anyway, we're going to go along and extend this like so. And then we're just going to simply go ahead here and add a concrete up here on the roof. Just like so. And then we're going to go along actually and add it on the bottom as well. We're going to go Minecraft white concrete. Awesome. And then we're going to go along here and add it on this section of the build. Just by simply doing that, we're also going to keep that same coordinate and add it on the floor now. At this point, I want it to actually be birch. I'm going to go ahead and change these over to the new coordinates of the floor level. That's our Y, obviously. And then we need to go along here, and we're going to actually change it from white concrete into birch planks. Pretty nice little store. We're not quite done yet, actually, because I want to go along here and build these sections back as you enter the store. Reason for this, and there's a couple cool things you could do with this. The main reason is that we're going to get these really cool little window displays, which we can then use to put maybe some armor stands in, display some clothes or whatever it was that you're selling. You could put some little item frames in there. Just nice window displays. You often see them in little towns and everything. Most stores, in little towns have them, and you can just sort of see what they're selling. So I think that's a really cool feature. Those just kind of get set up like that. The other thing that you could do, and hold on, let's see. Yeah, so those look really cool, I think. And then you can put some little mannequins in them, whatever. And I think it makes it look better. You can even add some sea lanterns on the floor there, so that it shines up through there. I'm not going to bother in this case, but anyway. The other thing that you could do, though, is how stores will have like another entry point on the inside. Mainly in colder towns, they can kind of keep the heat separated from the warmth. You could do something like that. I'm not going to do that in this case, but you often see that in some stores. So there we go. You might want to add a little desk in here. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not doing the interiors on this series, but that's kind of the idea as to what you would do, and set up maybe your little mannequins everywhere, whatever it was that you were doing as your clothing store or whatever kind of store it is. I'm thinking that's looking pretty good. A couple lights in there would definitely help it out a little bit, but that is actually not looking that bad. Some of you might be thinking it's not looking good. Some of you might be really liking it. I don't know. It's always hard to say with these how-tos. Some people don't like them. Some people do. I think this one turned out pretty good. There's definitely... it's all right, though. Yeah, it definitely looks like a good little store. You can see what I did with the pizza one is very similar over here. Same sort of style. We're actually not finished. What am I doing? I'm just like kind of wrapping things up here without actually finishing the build as I usually do. We're going to go along here, though, and just add. That's not right. Okay. Like that. Then we'll go along here and add them on this side. Perfect. I may have actually messed this up, not making it even going all the way back. No, I didn't. Okay, we're good. Or not making it odd, I should say. There we go. Let's go ahead and add that, and then we will finish this up. So this kind of creates another separate roof section too, which helps when you have a flat roof like we do on this building. And on this case, I'm actually going to put another building right beside it, so I'm not even going to bother extending those out on either side. All right, well, I'm going to leave it there, guys. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to go below, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you did. Hope you did enjoy the video. Hope you enjoyed the build. Let me know if you did. Let me know if you have any suggestions for another video, and I will see you guys all in the next time. Yeah, that makes sense. In the next one. All right, see ya.